Hello, EDU 304. This is Jared. I hope that you are well wherever you might be as you begin migrating your college experience into an online forum. Um, I hope that this is a positive experience for you. I know that there are going to be some hurdles, if not in my class, probably with some others. I do want to encourage you, if after watching the video that I emailed out and this sort of introductory overview, after you've poked around a little bit in the modules that are open, if you have questions, please reach out. Begin that communication process with an email, and I can certainly respond via email or phone call or WebEx in real time if you would prefer that. As we move forward into this online environment, I am going to encourage you, if you do not have access to a webcam, speakers, and some sort of microphone, to find access to those. Because you are going to need those materials in order to communicate with your classmates in real time. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I do all of my communication through about a $20 webcam that I put on the top of my desktop computer, and that it has a microphone built into it, and I'm able to connect to the internet, create videos, FaceTime, Zoom, WebEx, whatever I need to do. And so if you have questions about that, please send inquiries my way. I'd be glad to help you out in any way that I can. I know that this is a trying time. I wanted to post this infographic that I saw just to remind us, in this moment in history and all moments of history, there are things within our control and there are things that are beyond our control. And where I find myself becoming the most anxious and the most overwhelmed is when I sort of get my thinking reversed, and for whatever reason I try to control things that are beyond the bounds of my control. I don't like to feel like I'm not in control of things as an American living in the 21st century. But the reality, especially in this season that we find ourselves, is that some of us have very limited control over our ability to move and to access certain things and to engage with other people. And so certainly do reach out to me, reach out to someone else if you have concerns or you're not feeling well emotionally or mentally or whatever the case might be. Know that you still do have a community that cares about you and loves you here at USF, even though we are not in a face-to-face classroom right now. With that being said, I want to give you a more specific overview of the way that online instruction will look moving forward for EDU 304 assessment and evaluation in the classroom. You can see over on the left-hand side that I have sort of a new home page that I will set as your standard place to go when you log into my USF. And I'm going to upload this video. Right there you have access to the syllabus addendum that I sent out to you via email, our online transition schedule, and sort of what the rest of the semester might look like if we are to continue online for the remainder of the semester. And we'll get to that in just a second. I also just wanted to point out the modules that I have available here. Now, not all of these will be open right away. I have modules 1 and 2 basically ready to go, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to sort of catch up, so to speak, with the remainder of our material. I also have an Enneagram module where I will have posted all 9 video lectures over the Enneagram, as well as note sheets and the direction sheet for your final Enneagram reflection. And then within the next week or so, I will be uploading the Grade a Project, well, I guess I shouldn't say uploading, updating the Grade a Project tab to reflect the reality that none of us are going to be able to reach out to actual currently practicing K-12 teachers in order to do this. So I will be uploading some student work, some rubrics, and I will give you a choice of several options that you can go ahead and work with in order to create the Grade a Project experience. And then as we look towards the end of the semester, again, assuming that we are online for the remainder of our time together, I have a tab for the D2 midterm as well as the final evaluation and the reflection that's a part of that. Before I get into any of those modules, let's go ahead and open up the syllabus addendum. And so I'm going to go ahead and just download that real quick and enable editing for it and to pull it up just like this. And what you see here is just sort of an updated syllabus page that sort of tracks the days that we were scheduled to have class and the items that I anticipate we will be covering during those days. Okay, and so what you'll be able to do on Monday, March 23rd is to go ahead and access Module 1, Diversity and Homework, as well as Enneagram number 8. And so those are the two videos that you would watch on that day, and then these would be the assignments that are associated with that module. So in the case of diversity and homework, you have a reflection that will be due on Sunday, March 29th. And then what I'm asking you to do is to upload your graphic organizer. This is the note sheet over the lecture that I'm providing, just to upload that to my USF so that you're able to gain participation credit so that I know you are engaging with the online class. And for the first week or two, I have those types of activities where I ask you to just upload the note sheet or the rubrics that we're interacting with so that I'm able to gauge everyone's attendance and participation as we move forward. So let's go ahead and let's just assume we're planning on Monday, March 23rd. If it comes to Monday morning and you're thinking, hey, I'm supposed to be back in school, what do I do at this point? Well, for my class, I'm asking that you access module number 1, diversity and homework. It's a one-day module, so you will finish all of that on Monday or Tuesday, and you will upload your graphic organizer by Wednesday. On Wednesday, then, you will log into my USF and you will begin Module 2, which is focused on rubrics, but you'll only need to complete Day 1, the Day 1 portion of Module 2. And here's the assignment that I'm hoping that you would upload. When it comes to Friday, March 27th, you will engage or interact with rubric construction Day 2. So you'll go back to Module 2 over rubric construction, but here you will view the lecture slides for Day 2, and you will also complete the second Enneagram video, which is number 9. I know it seems kind of strange. We begin with number 8 and then progress to number 9 and then start at number 1, but it will make sense eventually, I promise. And then again, after Day 2, of rubric construction, you will go and you will upload the pro-con note sheet to my USF. So let's go ahead and just take a look at that first week, and let me walk you through what this is going to look like from your perspective, okay? So I'm going to go over here on Monday and I'm going to access module number 1, which is focused on homework. I've provided you with a brief overview tour that's basically going to tell you, hey, the video lecture is right here and all of the documents you're going to need are over here on the right-hand side in the handouts column. And so the first is an article called The Case Against Homework. Here's the graphic organizer that you will upload to my USF as soon as you're finished viewing the video lecture. And then this is the template for your diversity and homework assignment, which really isn't due until Sunday, March 29th, but you could complete it at any time next week. So that is module 1. When I'm finished with that, I would go into coursework just like you would for most assignments, and you would have a couple of options of things you could post. You can post your module 1 homework graphic organizer right here. That way I'm able to give you points for participation. And then when you have finished your diversity and homework reflection, you can upload that down here under the reflections tab as well. Let's say we're moving on then from homework to rubrics on Wednesday. We've completed module 1. We've done all of these things that I have asked you to do. Let's go ahead and move into module 2. Here you will see, at the time that you're able to access the site, an overview video of Module 2, and then you will see that it will be divided into several different days. And so for each day, again, we're focusing on this schedule, this syllabus schedule that I've handed out. On Wednesday, you're completing day 1 and the perfect cookie rubric. On Friday, you're completing day 2 and the pro-con note sheet, and so on and so forth. That will guide you as to what to do each day. So day 1 on Wednesday, I will view the lecture for day 1, and I will complete the perfect cookie rubric for day 1, then go into coursework and upload that under professionalism and participation for module 2, perfect cookie. Okay, and that is how we will sort of move forward through the remainder of this course. When we get to module 5, which is the micro teaching, I am going to ask that you would actually set up a time with me. I will give you teams, and you will be invited through your email to participate in a live WebEx chat with myself and then other team members for your group. I am hoping against hope that we'll be back together on campus at that time, but if not, then we'll move forward in a digital format and we will tackle every question that you might have as it arises during that time. I think that does it for this video. I don't want this to drag on too long, but I did want to give you some idea of how we would progress and move forward. After viewing this video, poking around in the modules a little bit, like I've said before, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will address those on a case-by-case basis as they arise. Take care, stay safe, stay engaged, and I look forward to seeing you in person sooner rather than later. Talk to you soon.